We're going to make sure we're comfortable, and we're going to land into the presence of now. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and let it out with a great big sigh. Let's try it again. Big breath in. Let it go. So breathing through your nose, start to move yourself around in big circles. Of course, they could be small circles, large circles, whatever feels just right. Go around a few times one way before you change the direction and go the other way around. Now unwind yourself from the weekend. Unwind yourself from the to-do list for the week ahead of you. For the duration of the class, and hopefully longer than that, there's no forcing. There's no judgments. There's only observations of your own breath and body. So just a couple more times around. Now, when you're ready, we're going to find the rhythm of the elephant. So just lean yourself slightly in front of the hips and sway from one side to the other side. See if you can breathe deeply to one side. Exhale out to the other side. Back and forth. Let your lower back soften. And allow each breath to be full and deep. Pausing at the top of the breath. Pausing at the bottom of the breath. Just a couple more times. Now when you're ready, take yourself to one side. Put your hands on each side of one of your legs. Take a deep breath, and on your own exhale, gently bow only to where it feels comfortable. As you let both of your shoulders relax, let your head hang down so your neck can be soft. Let your neck release. Take a deep breath in. Let it out with a great big sigh. Shake your head a little yes, a little no. With an inhale, rise back up, put your hands on the legs, exhale here. With a deep breath in, drop both shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back and down. Turn to the other side, breathe in and gently bow. As you press that opposite hip down to the floor, let both of your shoulders relax. Let the head hang down. Let your neck be soft. Let your neck release. Take a deep breath in. Let it out with a great big sigh. Shake your head a little yes, a little no. With an inhale, rise back up, place your hands on the legs, exhale here. With a deep breath in, draw the shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back and down. Place the hands on the floor, and on your exhale, gently stretch out to where it feels comfortable. As you let your head hang down, let your shoulders relax. Let your neck be soft, let it release. please take this moment. Balance the breath with your mind and the body. With a deep breath in, let's rise back up. Place the backs of your hands together and lift them to the heart. Take a deep breath in, open your arms out wide. Exhale, let your hands meet. Inhale, reach up tall, and on your exhale, hands come to the heart. Namaste. Release your hands, roll the shoulders. Welcome Linda Joy and Linda R. It's a pleasure to have you ladies here. And with an inhale, let's take the hands all the way up. Touch your hands. Exhale, right hand behind you, left hand to the outside of your left thigh, right thigh. Sit up tall, squeeze your tummy and look as far to the right as it feels safe to you. Please be very slow and mindful about turning your head. Look as far to the left as it feels comfortable. Now maintaining your twist, the back arm, right arm goes straight up, reach up tall, and gently stretch towards that left thigh. Maybe you're up high, maybe you're down low, it doesn't matter. Now turn the palm of your hand up, press the air down as you come back to the center. Roll the shoulders. Let's get the other side. Inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, left hand behind you, right hand to your thigh. Sit up tall, squeeze your tummy, looking as far to the left as it feels safe. Slowly turn your head. Look as far to the right. Let's take that back arm, that left arm straight up. Spread your fingers wide. Gently fold as low as you'd like to your right thigh. Looking downward and stretching as far as it feels good. And then turn the palm of your hand up. Press the air down. Come back to the center. Roll the shoulders. Inhale, bring the hands up, touch them. Exhale, bring your right hand behind you, left hand to your thigh. Sit up tall as you're looking over the right shoulder. Again, slowly looking to the left side. Let's bring that right arm straight up to the ceiling. Reach up tall, spread your fingers, and gently fold to your left thigh. Now stretch from your hip to your fingertips, hopefully it's deeper, and slowly turn your head if it feels good. Look under your right arm to the palm of your right hand. Turn the palm of your hand up. Inhale, press the air down as you come back to the center. Roll your shoulders. Let's go to the other side. Left hand behind you, right hand to your left thigh. Squeeze your belly. Now slowly turn your head. Look as far to the right side as it feels safe. Now let's take that back arm, left arm straight up. Fold to your right thigh. Hopefully it's deeper. Now slowly turn your head. Look under your left arm to the palm of your left hand. Take another breath and then turn the palm of your hand up. Press the air down. Come back to the center. Roll the shoulders. Now let's roll up onto the hands and knees. Table pose. Let's get some cat-cows in. Spread your fingers wide. Start to move your back into the cat and gently flow it into the cow. Go back and forth and feel that movement from head to tail. Breathe full and deep. Now, the next time you have cow pose, please hold the cow. Drop your head. Now, take a deep breath in and let it out with a big sigh. Let the shoulder blades come on your back body. No movements with your chin, tiny nose or big nose. Let your head hang down. Puff your back up to the ceiling in cat. And gently press your hips as low as they can go. Press the reach of the fingertips out long. Look up at your hands. Walk your hands as far to the left as it feels safe. Drop your head down. Right hand sits on top of your left and twist to the center or both ways. Look up at the hands. Walk your way all the way over to the right side. Drop your head between straight arms. Put the left hand on top of your right hand. And ladies, let's twist to the left side or both ways. Let's look all the way back up. Walk your hands back to the center. We're going to tuck the chin. We're going to inhale into table pose. Roll your toes under. Please take your right leg out behind you and put the toes down onto the floor and press strongly through the heel of your right foot. Get a nice deep stretch there because we're going to go into it with some lunges and dragon poses, ladies. We're going to bring that leg up and over to the left side. Press strongly through the heel of your right foot and look over the top of your left shoulder. Keep breathing. Now we're going to take our right leg back, wiggle your ankle. This is especially for Lindar. Bend your knee. Point your right knee out to the side and get circles in your hip. Go one way, go the other way. Please don't do this if there's something up with your hip and it's not the right thing to do. Now just tuck that right knee into your chest and round your back in cat rounding and settle the foot down to the floor. Please relax your toes. Yogi's choice. Would you like to do circles with your hips or child's pose? Hero's pose from side to side. Now let's get the other side, ladies. Roll the toes under. Take the left leg out. Strongly press through the heel of that left foot. Breathe into those calf muscles, those hamstrings on this side. Now let's take the leg up and over to the right side. Press through the heel of your left foot. Look over your right shoulder. Breathe into that hip. Breathe into your whole side body there. Now let's take that leg back, lift it up, wiggle your ankle. And now you're going to bend your knee, point your knee out to the side, circles in the hip. One way, then the other way. Now just bring that left knee into your chest, tuck it in, and settle the knee back down home. Relax your toes and make the movement you choose to do. Now, ladies, it's time to come into our down dog. Hopefully we've stretched everything out so it makes it easy for you. Please start in extended child's. Have your toes rolled under. Have your tummy and your thighs touching each other. Reach your fingertips out long to the front of your mat. Elbows are off the floor. In fact, that soft spot of your elbows rotated upward towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin. Look at your knees as you lift them up and try to keep your tummy and thighs together. And you're going to walk your dog by bending one knee, reaching the opposite heel to the floor. And I'm going to get rid of my pretty yoga mat because it is not sticky enough. So keep walking your puppies, ladies. Sorry about the kerfuffle there. And when you're ready, let's press both heels of your feet down to the mat. Lift your hips up high. Try to get all the weight off your wrists. Excuse me. In fact, look at your wrists. You should have very few wrinkles on your wrists. You'll have a few, but very few. So look at them. If you have a lot, get those hands further in front. Now we're going to make a million tiny little steps forward. Tiny steps. Really stretch those toes. Make them crack and snap as you walk forward. And then you're going to have your knees bent. Your tummy and thighs are touching each other. Your head is hanging. The hands are resting on the floor in forward fold. Take a deep breath and go. Shake your head. Now we're going to turn the palms out. We're going to inhale, use your arms like wings, hold the tummy in and bring it all the way up to the ceiling, extend it, mountain. Exhale, take your hands to the heart. Press the air all the way down, turn the palms out, inhale, inhale, bring those hands up. Exhale there, interlace the hands, steeple pose. Lengthen tall on an inhale. Exhale, tilt out to the right side. Inhale, up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back up. And exhale to the right. Hold it, keep breathing. Look up to the ceiling if it feels good. And if it feels good, just twist at the waist looking upward. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale to the left side. Now look up at the ceiling. Press down with that right foot. Reach out with the right arm and twist at the waist if it feels good, turning the sternum up. Inhale, back up to the ceiling. Exhale, forward fold. Now we're going to hang here. Let the back relax. Bend the knees as much or as little as you'd like. Everybody's hamstrings are different here. So keep your tummy and your thighs together. Shoulders and head relax. Hands are resting on the floor or a yoga prop, but straighten your legs as much as you can, keeping your tummy and your thighs together. Once they separate, you've gone too far. Now let it all go. Take a deep breath and go, ah. Shake your head. Now we're going to turn our palms out. Inhale, use your arms like wings. Pull the tummy in. Rise all the way up to extended mountain. Touch your hands and gently float your hands to the heart. With an inhale, bring your hands up. Exhale, part the air, come into forward bend. Now drop your hips down to the height of the knees. Lift your collarbones up so that you're in almost a lightning bolt shape, a little lower. Spread your fingers, let the arms hang. Pull the tummy in. Take another breath, tucking the chin slightly so we pull that cervical curve out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, drop your hips, bend the knees, lift your collarbones, modified head lifted. Exhale, forward fold. Now we're going to inhale one more time, modified head lifted. Pull the tummy in, breathe here. Now we're going to press down with the blades of the feet. And I'm just going to turn a little bit. We're going to bring the arms out to the side, airplane wings, thumbs back, pinkies forward. And then on your next exhale, bring them by your hips. Feel how that opens your chest. Breathe here. Now we're going to sweep the arms up. Now we're in a chair pose. Take one more deep breath. And on your exhale, forward bend. Let it go. Let your head hang. Go. Now let's come up. Inhale, rise all the way up. Touch your hands. Exhale, float your hands to the heart. Before we go any further, make sure you look at your feet. Make sure they're opened as wide as your pinky toe. Pull the tummy in and up. And of course, our butt muscles are relaxed. We're going to take the shoulders up, back, and down. Throw the thumbs back, pinkies forward. And with an inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, part the air as you bend your knees and come into forward bend. Let your head hang. It's up to you how straight you want your legs. Tummies always touch your thighs. Now inhale, modified head lifted. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, right foot steps all the way back to high lunge. We're going to breathe here and press back with the heel of that right foot. Lift the back of that right thigh up. Come up on your fingertips or use yoga blocks on each side of your left foot. Now we're not looking forward, but we're lengthening the crown of your head or the top of your ears outward from your hip bones. Pull the tummy in. Now, keep your right hand on the floor. With an inhale, lift that left arm up. Look up if it feels good. Look down if it's better. Then bring the left arm by your ear, palm down, and sweep that hand back on the floor. We're going to inhale, lift up on your right hand up to the ceiling. Breathe. Now let's bring that right arm by your ear and then sweep it down to the floor. With an inhale, step forward. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, modified head lifted. Exhale to fold. Inhale, step back with your left foot to high lunge. Have the knee bent right over the ankle, hands on each side of your right foot. Press back with your left heel. Lift up with the back of that left thigh. Breathe here. Now, we're going to keep our left hand on the floor, and with an inhale, lift your right arm up to the ceiling. Look up if it's good, down if it's better. Right arm by your ear, palm down, and sweep it to the floor. Inhale, left arm lifts up. Look up if it feels good. Bring the arm by the ear and sweep that hand to the floor. With an inhale, step forward. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, modified head lifted. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, take the hands to the heart, Samastitihi. With an inhale, bring your hands all the way up. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, modified head lifted. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step back with your left foot to high lunge. Get it far back. Now puff your back up to the ceiling like you're a cat. Try to look at your belly button. And on your own exhale, gently drop that left knee onto the floor. Inhale, hands up onto your right knee, and exhale, press the hips forward. Now if it feels good, bring the arms up to your ears. Lengthen. And then float your hands all the way down. We're going to take a deep breath here. And exhale, straighten your right leg. Press your right toes down. Breathe deeply into this stretch. You can certainly have your right knee bent if you needed to. One-legged forward fold. Now we're going to lift the sole of your right foot up. Spread the toes wide. Press the right heel into the floor. Isometrically draw it back towards the hip. Take your hands, claw the mat, and look up and over the top of your foot. Breathe there. Inhale, roll forward, and then relax your left toes. Bring both hands to the inside of your left foot. Now, your choice. Make sure your ankle is right underneath your knee. We're going to stay on our hands or come all the way onto our elbows. You could be on one elbow and a hand, both elbows or both hands. Yogi's choice. Keep the right knee towards your right shoulder and let your left hip settle down into the floor. Feel that incredibly deep stretch there. Now, we're going to try to look at the sole of your right foot. Roll the right knee out to the side. Try to look at the bottom of it. If you've got any toilet paper or price tags, pull them off. Strings. Now we're going to bring that right knee back up. We're going to bring that right knee back home to your left knee. So you're in table pose. Let's come into plank, ladies. Roll the toes under. Press the heels back. Now remember, your knees could be on the floor. That's perfectly fine. But we're all pulling our tummy in. Elbows are straight. That soft spot is rotated forward. So we're lengthening the crown of our head out. Take one more breath there. And if you'd like to, you could drop your hips down to the floor for up dog. And then plank to down dog. Hips come high. You can adjust your toes. Now once you find your down dog, remember, look at your wrists. We don't want to have many wrinkles there. Walk your dog. Take that puppy out for a walk. Breathe. It becomes a resting pose, doesn't it? Press both heels down to the floor. You're gonna look up between, let your head look downward at your toes. Press your hips up. Let's take our right leg up to the ceiling in down dog ekapada. Point your toes to the floor and reach it up. May not be pretty, that's okay. Then bring your right leg down. Let's bring our left leg up, down dog ekapada. Now, your choice. We're gonna just bring that left foot all the way up to the front of the mat, or you can put your right knee on the floor and walk that left leg up. Once you have your left foot up, knee over the ankle, hands on each side, puff your back up, high lunge. Stretching your back, and then gently drop that right knee onto the floor. Inhale, bring your hands up onto that left knee, and exhale, press your right hip forward. Drop your hands down, thumbs back, pinkies forward. Lift the hands up. Take another breath, pressing the right hip forward, and on your exhale, hands on each side of the left leg. Take a deep breath, pressing the hip forward, and exhale, pull back on your left leg. Bow your head, pressing the toes down, breathing deep into that leg. Take another deep breath. Now we're going to get into the hamstrings deeper. Lift the sole of your foot up. Spread the toes wide. Press the heel down into the floor. Isometrically pull it back to your hip. It's no longer a forward fold. We're going to claw the mat and try to look up and over the top of the foot. So it becomes more like a head lifted. Doesn't this cause intense pain in the back of that leg? Breathe there. Enjoy it. Bend that left knee. Relax your right toes in the back. Both hands come to the inside of your left foot. You could stay here, that's just fine. You could come down on one elbow, maybe both elbows, but keep that left knee towards the shoulder. Let your right hip melt to the floor and go, Big stretch there, huh? Now we're gonna roll out on the side of that left foot, as much or as little. Can you see any stuff you need to peel off your foot or go, holy cow, I need to have a pedicure? Take another breath there, open the hip up. Now we're gonna come all the way back up. We're going to bring that left knee back to meet the right knee. Hands under your shoulders, roll your toes under plank pose. Press back with your heels, inner thighs up. Lengthen the top of your head outward and breathe here. If it feels good to your body, drop your hips to the floor for up dog, shoulders are back. Then we take it to plank again, and then we lift it to down dog. Adjusting your toes, pressing the heels down, lifting your hips up. Now we're gonna bring our left heel up, down dog ekapada. If you want to, open the hip up to the left side. Bend your left knee up towards the ceiling. Maybe you'd like to look over your right shoulder at your left foot, maybe not. And then kick that leg because it makes you feel good. Step that foot down. Let's take that right leg up. Down dog ekapada. Open your hip to the right side. Bend your knee. Point the knee up. Look over your left shoulder if you want to. And then relax your head. Swing your leg a couple times because it feels good. Settle the right foot down. Hips up for down dog. And then we're going to look up between our hands. We're going to step a million tiny steps, or want our giants jump forward. Forward bend. Inhale, modified head lifted. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Find extended mountain. Exhale, float the hands to the heart. Whew. So ladies, we're going to make sure the feet are pointed forward. Press back with your inner thighs. Make sure the heels of your feet are out as wide as your pinky toe. Throw the thumbs back, pinkies forward. And with an inhale, let's lift our arms up. And exhale, we're going to come all the way down into forward bend. We're going to inhale, step back with our left foot to a high lunge, just like we did a moment ago. Now this may be a little challenging. We're going to drop the left heel down onto the floor. So your heel to arch alignment. We're going to use our left hand to windmill up. We're going to come into warrior two. So inhale, come all the way up. Right knee is bent over your ankle. You're reaching back with your left hand as much as you're reaching forward with your right hand. Turn the palms of your hands up. Drop that left hand down. Reach up with that right hand. Breathe there. Now we're going to come back to warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Triangle, Trikonasana. Reach out as far as you can. Drop that right hand behind your knee, your shin. Maybe it goes to the floor. That left arm is straight up. Maybe you have a block under your hand. We're going to inhale, come all the way back up. Bend your knee into warrior two, and both hands windmill all the way to the floor. We're going to turn that left foot up so the heel's to the ceiling and high lunge. And we're going to inhale, step your left foot forward. Exhale, forward fold. Now, hanging out in forward fold, we're going to gently walk our hands over to the right side. Press your right hip forward. Let your head hang. Inhale, walk your hands to the center, and exhale, your hands to the right side. Press your right hip forward and keep breathing. Inhale, come back to the center. Take a deep breath there and go. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So inhale, step back with your right foot to high lunge. Drop the right heel down onto the floor. Look at your feet. Heel to arch alignment. We're going to keep the left knee bent. Use your right arm. Inhale, windmill up into warrior two. Reaching back with that right hand as much as you're reaching forward with the left hand. Breathe there. Turn the palms of your hands to the ceiling. Drop your right hand down. Lift that left arm up. And then we're going to come back to warrior two. Straighten your leg for triangle. Reach out as far as you can. Maybe the hand goes behind the knee, the shin, the ankle. Maybe it goes to the floor. You're stacked as if you're being squeezed between two walls. Look up at your right hand or down. One more breath. Inhale, back into triangle. Exhale, warrior two. And we're going to windmill our hands down on each side of our left foot. Turn the heel of your right foot up to the ceiling. And we're going to take a step forward. Exhale, forward fold. Now, we're going to come up on our fingertips. We're going to lift up on our heels and come on our toes. We're going to balance into our bird on a perch. And then we're going to swing our left leg out and hold it with our left hand. No, we're not. Take one more breath. And kids, you can either come down onto your knees or simply grab your blanket and drop your hips down to the floor. Take your legs out. Work your ankles. Let's take the left leg, cross it over your right leg, sage twist. Your right hand's going to hold your knee or it's going to hug your knee. You're going to acclimate yourself to the left side. Sorry about my wires. We're going to have our left hand on our collarbones and we're going to use our elbow to point your way over to the left side. Keep your right toes relaxed. Unfold that left arm, spread your fingers. Now turn the palm of your left hand to the floor, flat hand or on your fingertips. Look over your left shoulder. Pull that left knee over to the right side or elbow it with your right knee. How far is your twist? It doesn't matter. But add some little muscle energy, whatever feels best. Now slowly turn your head, look over to the right as far as it can go. And then we're going to relax the pose and come to the center. So we're going to lean over to the right side. I think you've all done this with me before. Double pigeon. Roll to the right side. Bend your right knee so the foot goes over to the left side. Stack your ankles to knees, or we have knees stacked one on top of the other. Maybe your knee or something's not feeling good today and you need to have your right leg out with the prop underneath the thigh or the knee with your left ankle on it, and you're bowing over it. No matter which pose you're at, double pigeon, shoelace. If you feel really cockeyed and you're listing out to the side, you need at least one or maybe two blankets underneath you. Breathe there. Let the hips stretch. So some of you are out low enough going, oh, wow, I really feel that deep. If you're not feeling anything, make sure the foot is not close to your hip, that you can look down and see ankle and knee alignment on each side. Breathe there. And some of us have had lots of driving. So this is a really, really good pose for all of us. Open that hip up. We're almost complete with the pose, ladies. We're not staying here very long. Stay with that deep stretch in those hips. Now we're going to gently lift it back up. Pick that left foot up off your right leg. If your right leg is not straight, straighten it. If you have something underneath of it, get rid of it. Hold your foot in your hand or your elbow and rock your baby. And then we're going to take that foot out in front of you. Please put your forearm right behind the knee. Squeeze the knee off. Put your foot down and give your knee a little rub. It's really great for your knee. Walking, hiking, been driving, in your office. Work those knees. Now take it down. Work your ankles in circles. Let's take the right leg, cross it over your left leg. Keep your left toes relaxed. Left hand holds your knee or it hugs your knee. Move your body to the right side and put your right hand on your collarbones. Point your right elbow behind you as far as it goes, and then unfold that right arm. Spread your fingers. Turn the palm of your right hand down and look as far to the right side as it feels safe. Now you can be up on your fingertips. You could be flat on the floor. Pull the knee across the body. Breathe here. Now slowly turn your head. Look as far to the left as it feels safe. And then go ahead and unwind. Drop that left hand down, lean all the way over to the side. Bend your left knee and just set that left foot out to the right side, not close to your tuchus. Settle that right ankle on your left knee, out behind the knee on the thigh, so you're in the same alignment on each foot. Again, your left leg could be out with a prop under the thigh and the knee, and you're bowing forward. We all have different injuries, different issues each day. Remember, you can always cross your knees and have the feet evenly out to the side in shoelace. Whichever pose you are working on, please lengthen up and bow over it. Now, we're not doing any muscle energy here, because the more you relax, the more you're going to feel it in your hips. The more you're going to feel it in the lower back. And it's not just one hip you're going to feel it in. You're going to feel it in both. And as we stay here a little bit longer, you're going to feel it more intensely. Just another breath there. Almost done, ladies. Stay with it. And then with an inhale, gently lift up. Pick your right foot up in your left hand. If your left leg is not straight, please straighten it. If it's straight, get rid of your prop. Put your right foot in your left hand or your left elbow and rock that baby. Loosen it up. Then we're going to put that foot in front of us. Put your forearm right behind the knee. Squeeze it off. Work your ankle around one way, then the other. Send your leg out. Work your ankles around. Work the feet back and forth. Now we're sliding the soles of the feet together. Bounce the knees a little bit. Give yourself a little gentle bow, girls. And then we're going to lift up. We're going to go into dragonfly. So take the legs comfortably out. You could stay up on your prop or not, but take the flesh, press it down, pull the abundance out. Let's open the groin muscles up. Set up nice and tall. Press through the heels of your feet. And we're folding the hip crease. We're not going to stay here for 5 minutes. We're just going to stay here for a few deep breaths. We're going to press through the heels of the feet and try to keep the toes pointed upward. We are going to relax the legs in a few moments, but right now we're just going to engage them. Feel the muscles, feel the stretch all the way from foot to hip. We're keeping the collarbones lifted, but your chin is tucked down. We do not want the curve in your neck. Some of you have elbows on the floor, but we're not rounding our back yet. We're going for a long back. So some of you are way up high. The idea is that we're putting our pubic bone down, our belly, our chest, and our chin, not our chest and our face, and then maybe our belly comes down in time. That's not how you work this pose. It's either up high or as you're coming down low, it's the lower portion all the way to the top that goes down. Now we're going to relax everything. Relax your toes, relax the legs. Now relax your back. Maybe the elbows go down. Maybe you go, oh, heck no, and you grab a big pillow and you just go onto the 2 or 3 pillows. But you're going to breathe here. Some of you are up high just going, holy crap, I'm not going to go any lower than this in this lifetime. Some of you are going, oh my gosh, I love this pose, and you're halfway asleep. Please don't fall asleep. You know who you are. Now, ladies, take a deep breath in, a big cleansing breath in, and let it go. I want you to observe your body, the difference, the stretching you're feeling from when you had your muscles activated. Those were the muscle stretching. These are your connective tissue stretching right now. Now we're going to keep our chin tucked in and we're going to slowly lift ourselves back up. Work your ankles around. And now we're going to slide the soles of the feet together. Give yourself a little gentle bow. Then we're going to inhale, lift up. We're going to cross our ankles and we're going to come up onto the hands and knees. Or meet me there any way you'd like. It's time to come into a full pigeon pose on our tummies. So if you would like to, we're going to roll our toes under, press your hips low. We're going to tuck our chin into our chest and look at the knees. We're going to lift our knees up off the floor and come into down dog, walk your dog. Now for my friends who want to fly through, you know who you are. I'm not going to cue a fly through into down dog tonight, but we're all going to press both heels to the floor and lift your hips up. If you're coming into down dog from your knees, we come onto the knees and we bring our right knee forward and we're going to drop our right hip all the way down to the floor. We're going to pull the right foot out to the left side just like we did in double pigeon. We point the knee all the way out to the right, and then we lift ourselves up and we push our left hip towards the right heel. Now, if there's space between the floor and your hip, put the blanket or a pillow, not a yoga block, it's too hard. Put something soft underneath there. Once you do that, roll your left toes under for a moment, lift the knee and the thigh up, and press your hip down to the floor or the yoga prop, and then come down onto your elbows. The knee points out to the right side. The foot, if it's hurting your knee, bring it down lower. If you're not feeling enough stretch in your right thigh, you don't have your knee out to the right side enough, probably. We're pressing our left hip towards our right heel. And if this is not appropriate for you, you are on your back with your left knee bent and your right foot on your left thigh, and you drop it to the left side. Your left hand would pull the right heel deeper into your hip. But if you're with me on your tummy, we're all going to take a deep breath, no matter if you're on your tummy or your back, and go, let that right hip stretch, let it open, let it soften, let it release. If you'd like to get more intensity, a little more pain or stretch in that right hip, you walk your elbows to the left side a little bit and maybe bow and go, oh. Everybody take a deep breath into that right hip. Let it soften. Let it relax. Let your belly relax. Let that left hip relax. Let your right hip soften. Please walk your elbows to the center. We're going to lift ourselves up. Take any yoga props out from under your hip. You're going to pull that right knee inward and come up onto the hands and knees. Move your hips around. If you're on your back, bring the knees up and move the knees around. If you'd like to do down dog again, toes are rolled under. You press your hips to your heels. You tuck your chin to your chest. Arms are straight. Spread the fingers. Lift the knees up off the floor and come into down dog. Breathing here. Your arms and back never change as you're coming into that pose from that position. Now, if you want to fly through, you're more than welcome to. If you'd like to come into down dog from the knees, please bring your knees down, left knee forward. Drop your hips down onto the floor and move that left knee out to the left side. Point the left foot to the right side. Then you lift your hips up. You roll your right hip towards your left heel. If the hip is off the floor, get something between your hip and the floor. Please roll your right toes under. Lift the knee up off the floor. Press the left hip to your prop or to the floor, firmer down. Relax the right foot down. And then we're going to come down onto the elbows. If you're on your back, it's left ankle on your right thigh. If you're not feeling it enough, I can guarantee the knee out is not out far enough to the side. Maybe the foot needs to come up a little higher or lower. The foot here is the lever for that knee. If that knee hurts, you need to pull the foot down. If you're not feeling it enough, you pull the foot up higher. And we're trying to press that right hip towards the left heel. We're trying to be even in the back. Now it feels day and night different on this side, doesn't it? Take a deep breath and go. Let that left hip open. Let it soften. Feel the stretch in the front of that right thigh. Please take a couple more breaths. Now, if you want to make your left hip hurt more, enhance the pose, we walk the elbows over to the right side and we bow and we breathe into that pesky hip. It feels day and night different. Now you're going to gently lift yourself back up. Pull your prop out from under your left hip. Pull the left foot in, and you're going to lean back and swing that right leg up. So if you were laying down, meet us on your bottom if you'd like. We're going to rock your knees from side to side. Or you can lay on your back and do the knees in circles, whichever is best. Now, we're going to come down, but we're going to come down and peel down. So we're going to take the legs out. Make sure you're down low enough so you're not going to smack your hands on something back there. Adjust the abundance out from underneath you. Turn the toes up. Spread the toes out wide apart. If your hamstrings, you know who you are, bend your knees. We're going to lean forward in 3 exhales into our forward fold. Then we're coming down and peel down. So we're going to reach the arms up, spread your fingers. Inhale, a big breath, 3 exhales. We're going to exhale, come down. Now take another deep breath. Exhale, come down a little more. Now one more time. Really, really reach. And exhale, let your hands float down. Grab your feet, your ankles, your shin, wherever it goes. Tummy and thighs touch. Let your head relax. Relax your feet. Now engage the feet. Turn the toes up. Spread the toes wide. Look at your toes. You're going to bring the arms out level to the floor. Spread your fingers. Tuck your chin. And you're going to pull that tummy in and let the tailbone go underneath you. Then roll the sacrum to the lumbar and all the way down. Now you may just fall. That's okay. Sometimes that takes a while before you can really get that. And once you get down to the floor, reach your arms out over your head. Point your toes and hollow body. Please hug both knees into your chest and bring your nose towards your bent knees, round your back. And then gently step that right foot on the floor and take your left leg, cross it tightly over your right leg. Drop both knees down to the right side. Look up to the ceiling or over your left shoulder. Take a deep breath in and go. Take one more deep breath there. With an inhale, lift your knees back up. Uncross the legs. Lift your hips up a little. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Settle your hips back down. Take the right leg. Cross it tightly over your left leg. Drop both knees down to the left side. Look up to the ceiling or look over your right shoulder. Take a deep breath and go. One more breath. With an inhale, lift both knees back up. Uncross your legs. Lift your hips up. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Settle the hips down. Bring both knees into your chest. Hug behind your knees. Nose to bent knees. Round your back. And let your head and your shoulders rest on the floor. Take the knees around in circles, going one way, then the other. Separate the knees and get the circles in your hip. One way, then the other way. And happy baby. Grab your feet. Rock yourself. Rock yourself from side to side. And then when you're ready, throw a pillow out for your legs. Slide those legs out over your pillow or roll onto your side. Legs up the wall, child's pose, whatever you feel best in. But get yourself ready to relax your mind for just a moment. Shavasana. Adjust yourself so the palms are up if you're in that position. Your eyes are closed. Take a deep breath in and let it out with a great big sigh. Take a deep breath in and let it out with ah. Let's get the delicious sound. Take a deep breath in. Try it again. A deep breath in. One more delicious sound. Notice the vibration left on your lips. Let that vibration reverberate through the entire body. Imagine every cell of your body is opening up, savoring that delicious sensation. Find that ujjayi breath, the sound of your own breath at the back of your throat. Hear the sound between your ears deepening. Feel that breath flowing from head to toe, fingertip to fingertip. Feel the waves of deep relaxation flowing from skin deep down to the bones. Let each breath soothe your body. Let each breath relax. Feel each breath release the whole mind. As you start to bring yourself back, come on back into the room. Wiggle the toes. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your ankles, and wiggle your wrists. Take a nice deep breath in with any extra stretch you'd like. Bring yourself back to the body more fully, more completely. We're going to end our class in angel breathing, so take your time. Find your way up to any seated position, any way that's comfortable. We're going to interlace our hands. Oh, before we interlace our hands, let your hands rest on your legs. Take your time. And we're going to gently bring the shoulders up. Exhale, relax your shoulders down. One more time. Inhale, bring the shoulders up. Exhale, let them float down. Now interlace your hands. Bring the thumbs together so that they can rest against your chest, knuckles under your chin. With an inhale, lift your elbows up, lift your heart. Exhale, let your elbows float down, let your body relax. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, float it down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. And last time, bring it up. And exhale, bring it down. Bring your hands together at your heart. Thumbs rest against your chest. Spread your fingers. If you choose to Om, close your eyes, invite a deep breath in. Om.